Losing a loved one is heartbreaking enough. Some families spend months waiting for the why, the cause, or simply the death certificate.
The medical examiner's office lacks staff and is backlogged on cases, in part because of an increase in gun violence and drug cases. WRAL's Chelsea Donovan talked with one mother waiting for answers and took an exclusive look inside the office of the chief medical examiner for a story you will see only on WRAL.
In Kelly Blas's Wayne County home, a poster sits on the dining room table. It reads, "Forever Brothers," marking the death of not one, but two of her sons.
These are their ashes. This is John, and that's David.
19-year-old David intentionally overdosed in 2017.
He took 90 of his dad's oxycodone.
His mother had his autopsy results and toxicology report in about 4 months. 5 years later, John, just 22, accidentally overdosed inside the family home.
So how long has it been?
It'll be 1 year on June 21st.
For close to 365 days, John's body has been here at the chief medical examiner's office on District Drive in Raleigh. And still, Blas has no autopsy results, no toxicology report, no answers about what killed her son.
Because I spend every single day checking my email, waiting for an email from DHHS.
We were granted exclusive access into the chief medical examiner's office and forensic toxicology lab.
We have jurisdiction over all sudden, unexpected, violent, and suspicious deaths.
It's the mothership of the entire system. But Chief Medical Examiner Michelle Aurelius says the ship is desperately working to stay afloat.
When we look back at 2023, that's over 17,000 cases that have been reported to our system. And of those cases, we absorbed just over 15,000.
That means 15,000 families had to wait some time or still are on a cause of death.
In the last 4 years, we've had a 26% increase in cases.
Drug overdoses and gun violence cases are surging, says Aurelius, which sadly means an increase in their workload.
When we look back at 2016 for the fentanyl positive deaths here in North Carolina, we've gone up 584%.
I mean, that doesn't help my case. It doesn't do anything for me in my situation and my suffering.
While there are 8 places in the state autopsies can be performed, the majority of all toxicology testing is done here in this lab. And 92% of cases last year needed toxicology testing.
And we don't have the staff, the resources, or the space to do the work. We get behind.
The backlog is a challenge for law enforcement, attorneys, the court system, and of course, families.
I am a human being. I'm a mother that's sitting here waiting for closure. And so those sound like excuses to me.
Aurelius says the solution needs to come from funding.
We are relying on legislators and the state.
Like Kelly Blas and her family, who have not a single option for the time being but to wait and wonder.
Puts all kinds of images and pictures into your mind, and it just never stops, and I just want the closure.
Chelsea Donovan, WRAL News, Raleigh.
Blas started the group JoCo Angels, a group of people who have lost loved ones to addiction or experienced addiction. You can learn more about the group at jocoangels.com.